Hello, welcome, Devil Sniper here, and we've just hit December. It's December the 8th, and we have an action-packed episode with 4 wonderful games leading us all the way up to Christmas. And we start off with Colchester United. We're away at Colchester, and I've got to say, I saw Colchester on the weekend against Oldham Athletic, and they were awful. So I'm expecting us to absolutely trounce them because they couldn't put more than 3 passes together. It was absolutely awful, absolutely awful. That was a nice ball to set Taylor away, but Taylor breaks into the box and he just sort of bottles it. He doesn't put a cross in, he doesn't put a shot in, he gets in 2 minds and it causes a few issues. But look at that ball by Watty. Oh my god, do you know what? Tony Watt is just freaking phenomenal. A great ball into Lucas, but Lucas is closed down straight away. Harris picks the ball up in the centre of the park, he breaks through, tries to feed Watty in, but again, Colchester just kept stopping us. Watty gets a little bit of space and oh my god, he hits the post. Unbelievable. He hardly had any space in that first half whatsoever to do any damage. And as soon as they gave him half a yard, he's firing a shot on target. He really is a phenomenal player. But Colchester didn't create a great deal and that was really frustrating. The second half started and I've got to say, I felt that was a harsh penalty. Oh, it was just so harsh. It was so harsh. It's not our fault. Josh Thompson is a freaking brick wall. You know, the player tried to knock the ball past him at point blank range. Of course, you're going to run into our centre back. You know, it's one of those things. I don't think it should have been a penalty, but thankfully Anderson is such a freaking legend that he steps up, saves it, and we're all kosher until the 60th minute. Again, he comes to our rescue. Colchester just managed to sort of step up their game. We still struggled to break them down. We were just playing so bad. And look at that, poor marking. Absolutely poor marking. Leads to Heath getting a headed goal in a 62nd minute. And that was really, really disappointing. And as I say, we just could not break them down. In the 90th minute, Harris knocks the ball into Watty. Watty has a shot and unfortunately it just goes wide. And that was really, 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 really frustrating. But it goes again to back my claim that when we play away, we're just absolutely shit. We really have got to work on our away form because it's going to come to the time where we're just going to rely on our home form and we can't keep doing it because our luck at home will run out. We will run into a team that will batter us week in, week out. You know, we can't keep relying on our home form. It's just not the way to do it. Hopefully we'll be able to put that right. I'm not sure what we have to do to put it right. I don't know if it's a different formation, a different setup. It's something that's really sort of bugging me. I just can't seem to put my finger on it. But, you know, a home game. And look at that, Tony Watt. 10 goals in all competitions. That boy literally is on fire. Bearing in mind he had that injury period, you know, he was out for, was it 4 weeks? Which turned into about 5.5, 6 weeks when you think he has to come back and make sure he's 100% fit. Because I don't like playing players who aren't bang on because you risk them being injured and I really can't afford that. And as you can see, Sheffield United started really well. They were really dominant in the back. We just struggled to get through them to begin with. They were closing down space magnificently. Leggett picks the ball up. He fires it into Lucas. Lucas somehow hammers it that hard and hits the post. That was really frustrating. But look at the ball over the top. Watty never gives up a ball. He manages to nick it off the centre back. And yes, of course he scores. What else did you think was going to happen? Did you really think Tony Watt was going to miss? Oh my days, no. That boy really is going to be our saviour. He really will be our saviour. He's magnificent. I just hope that we can generate some money to buy him. I really want to buy him because I think he's got the ability to fire the goals, not only to the Championship, but fire us to the Premier League. I really, really do. I really feel he's that good. Taylor breaks down the right-hand side and he just shows how quick he is. He's got ridiculous pace. Absolutely ridiculous pace. And unfortunately, again, he just seems to get sort of confused. He doesn't realise what he has to do. You know, he should have been putting a cross into the back post or at least, you know, not having a shot. No, that would be wrong. But putting the ball into the back post, and he never seems to do it. But Watty picks the ball up there. He plays a cultured ball through to Taylor. Taylor strikes the ball and makes up for his earlier error and pretty much tells me to shut up because that was an absolute rocket finish. And we deserved it, to be fair. We were the better team all day. We looked a better team. Look at Leggett. That's a classy ball over the top. And look who's onto it. Watty. He never gives a ball up. Never, ever gives a freaking ball up. And I've got to say, Sheffield United got really lucky there. Great save from their goalkeeper, who, to be honest with you, kept him in the game. And look at this poor defending. Allows them into our box, but no, don't fear. Anderson's there to save the day because he's just an absolute battering ram. Absolute battering ram. Then some sloppy play. Allow Sheffield United into our box. And again, thankfully, we make up for the slight error. We make up for the error. You know, that was really poor decision by me to knock the ball out there, and we nearly got punished. It's something I need to learn to stop doing. So winning 2-0 at home was a bit of a formality, I felt, and to be honest with you, we were by far the superior team, and it was the correct result. Absolutely the correct result. And as you can see, we've got another game coming up, but before that, I want to do a squad report because I want to show you these boys because they are just phenomenal. Anderson, he really, oh my God, he's so good. You know, he's improving all the time. Mustafa is a great right back. He's so pacey. You know, he really does bomb forward. He gets back. He's great. His stamina, it says 60. It feels a lot better. Was that Josh Johnson's stamina? Is 60. His stamina feels a lot better than 60 as well, to be fair. He really does run all day long. You know, Connolly, unfortunately, is 29. We really, I don't know if we can get rid of him, to be honest. I don't know what we're going to do come the January transfer window. Obviously, there's our plate of jelly. John Harley, we really need to get rid of him because he's just going down ridiculously now. It's just getting stupid. Doesn't matter if he has a good game or whatever, his stats go down. Connor Clifford, I think he's growing really well. Really well. Ballon as well. Look, he's hit 70. I'm so chuffed with that. He is growing nicely. He's a great little player. John Taylor is going up. Look at his acceleration and sprint speed. They're just absolutely stupid. Really stupid. His stamina as well is just magnificent. He really is a quality player. Makes some silly decisions. Sebastian Leggett is just looking sexy. He is just absolutely sexy. His shot power is phenomenal. It says 60, but it's just ridiculous. Same with Lucas. It says it's 60. That's ridiculous. The boy has got such power, and he's gone up +6, which is that's quite shocking, really. It's amazing. And look at his value. He's now 1.4 million. We probably can't pick him up. And Tony Watt, thankfully, because of that injury's probably kept his value down. So he's still only worth £500,000. He's only gone up 1. But I tell you what, he plays so much better in his rating. His rating is absolutely stupid. He really is playing like he's 10 levels above his rating. That's how good I would say he is. Jordan is coming along magnificently. Crompton's not doing too bad. Williamson is just going down. You know, he's had a few cameo appearances, but not enough to want me to play him, to be honest. We've got too many decent players in the side. And as I was saying with Tony Watt, I really want to buy him. I want to buy him. I don't know how we're going to figure out deals or what we're going to do, but January's around the corner. We need to do something. We need to bring in... realistically, I would love to bring in a couple of players, but we just have no money. We just have no ability to bring in anybody, which is really frustrating. As you can see, Russell as well has been hit by a curse. Ashley Westwood, I don't even think he plays for Portsmouth. Isn't he assistant manager or something like that? I don't honestly know, so don't quote me on that one. So yeah, there's a few things that we need to start contemplating. You know, January is around the corner. What are we going to do? How are we going to do it? And is it possible to do it? Is I suppose the underlying thoughts, which I'm not sure. We just don't have the dosh. We have actually no cash, which is quite disappointing. Tony Watt there with a nice little shot. It doesn't have quite that much curve to be able to bend it into or finesse it into the top corner, unfortunately, as it has been dulled down quite a great deal in FIFA 13. But look at that ball in. That's a cracking ball in, and Watty gets on the end of it and unfortunately just sticks it wide. That was really guttering because, as I say, he's such a bright spark. He's such a bright light. He's playing so well for us. It's ridiculous. And look at that masterful defending. We really defended quite stoutly in this game. Hartlepool kept coming on to us. They really dominated us, to be fair. You know, it was not one-way traffic. It was not us dominating them whatsoever. It was all Hartlepool. And that was a magnificent tackle. He just got a little nick on that ball and that went out for a corner, but nothing came from it. And look at that ball through to Watty. But he's just offside. I thought it was so harsh. You watch the replay, the defender sort of pushes him and he's offside. Because Watty was just literally stopping because he knew he was going to be offside, but the defender just gave him a gentle little nudge and pushed him offside. But we went off at half-time. It was 0-0. Yeah, not really disappointing. I think it was a fair scoreline, to be honest. Hartlepool outplayed us for long periods of the game. That was a great ball by Watty into Lucas. Lucas has a magnificent shot, hits the bar, doesn't go over the line, and Hartlepool managed to clear it quite well. Watty picks up the ball, knocks it into Jordan. Jordan has a great shot, and the keeper just makes a brilliant save. Their keeper was an absolute tank. Not as good as Anderson, because I don't think many keepers are that majestic. Ballon gets down the left-hand side, cuts inside. Who does he feed it to? Crompton! No, it's not Watty. Crompton had made the forward run past Watty and managed to slot the ball home after 62 minutes. That took me by surprise. When I was actually playing, I was like, flipping heck, where's Watty? Because Watty is always in that 6-yard box. He's like a little predator. Lacks concentration in the final minute leads to James getting an equaliser. And me being very, very, very angry because, again, away from home, we slip up. We slip up away from home, and that is just really, 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 really starting to get on my nerves. Crompton tries his best to create something, but all he can get is a corner. So we stick Ballon on the corner because he's got quite a nice little left foot. He can swing him in quite nicely. He gives it a great dig. Great defensive header by Hartlepool. They then manage to clear the ball, and obviously the final whistle goes, and yes, it's a 1-1 draw, which, I know I'm going to say it again, but Jesus Christ, that's so frustrating. Our away form really does annoy me. Absolutely annoy me. I really don't know what the problem is, you know. Our formation and our tactics at home seem to absolutely dominate teams, and we play so well. But our away form, our away formation, which is the same as our home formation at the end of the day, it just doesn't seem to work. So we really, really need to come up with something different. I don't know if you guys have got any recommendations for a formation or anything. But look at the jet. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's classy. Great ball over the top. Leggett teases the centre-back and just majestically strokes the ball home on the 30th minute to give us a 1-0 lead at half-time, which we fully deserved. We come out in the second half, sloppy defending, and we give away a goal. So it's 1-1 after 68 minutes, and that goal came completely and utterly against a run of play, which was really, really frustrating. But you know what? Tranmere are a dogged side, a decent side, but not when you've got Watty. Watty has a great attempt, but unfortunately a great tackle, and then rightly so, a penalty is awarded. You look at this defender, he is all over Lucas. He really is all over him, and I was surprised when he booked him, to be fair. I didn't think it was a bookable foul, to be honest. I mean, he's just given a gentle little tug, a little bit of a tug there, a little bit of a tug there, and that was it really. So I didn't really feel it warranted a yellow card, but obviously the referee thought it did, which is fair enough. You know, I'll take that all day long. That gives him the opportunity of being sent off, but who would step up to take the penalty? Tranmere making their scripted substitution, obviously. Who would step up to take the penalty? Oh yes, Tony Watt. Would Watty be the saviour? Could he be the saviour? Damn right he would be. Come on, it's Watty. He is just an absolute ledge, a growing legend. He really, really is. And as you can see, a home game obviously means a home win. And we take it 2-1, we get 3 points, but Jesus, what are we going to do about our away form? Because it really is starting to bug me. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know what formation we need to change. And look at that. Look at the fixtures, bottom left-hand corner. We're playing on Christmas Day. Are you having a freaking laugh? We're playing on Christmas Day? Jesus Christ. Talk about fixture congestion. We've basically had 4 games in a matter of like 12 days. And now we're going to get another 3 or 4 games in a case of like 6-7 days. And we've got to play on Christmas Day. That is just absolutely ridiculous. But before we finish, let's have a quick look at the league table. We're still there and thereabouts. We're 3 points off for being in 6th position. So it's not all doom and gloom, but we've really got to sort out our away form, or it could really, really affect our opportunity of getting into those playoffs positions, which I don't really want to happen. We've got to do something about it, guys. So hopefully you boys will step up and give me some help and advice. And I'll catch you later, guys.